And even if it's a 2-year difference, at the point Lloyd made, 1 year. This team's 1 year old.
Still an 82 games they play. Still a very long season.
Grueling season.
Grueling season, and another grueling season is the NHL.
It is indeed. Today,
What do you got for us?
NHL's trade deadline today, huh? No big moves,
really
though.
cares,
No big moves. Hey, no big. Yeah,
no one cares. Hey, what is that?
For the people who care about hockey in the world.
You know, hey, some channels
me.
don't cover hockey.
Never will.
In order to get that vote, well, we'll cover hockey.
Did the Bees do anything interesting today?
They made a couple moves. I'm not really sure what they're thinking for the most part. But,
Is it a prolific scorer?
No, it's not. You would think that would be the one thing they needed. But they went out and they moved Derek Morris today to Phoenix for a, I believe it was a 4th round draft pick.
Really?
And then they went ahead and made a move to they traded Byron Bitts for Dennis Seidenberg.
Hey, so I got a poll question for you. How many of our listeners do you think know who Derek Morris and Byron Bitts really are?
I go with about 5%.
No, it's not.
Hey, all right. It's a little bit of an upgrade, though.
So you really do think that was an upgrade, that trade?
For the 4th round pick, I mean, draft picks take a little while to develop in hockey, but I mean, what really have Derek Morris and Byron Bitts done? They haven't really developed. Speaking of developing,
well, I mean, let's take a look at Morris and Seidenberg. Morris, 31, he's got 3 goals and 22 assists on the year, with a -2 rating. For all of you who know hockey. Dennis Seidenberg's 28, so he's a little bit younger. He's only got 2 goals and 21 assists, with a -3 rating. Now, they also did give up Byron Bitts, he's not a great player, but he's a 3rd or 4th liner, and a 2nd round pick to get him. While they only got a 4th round pick to get Morris, who, as all the stats say, I mean, pretty much the same player. Now, they gave up Morris early in the day, and I think they weren't trying. I don't think the Bruins intended on getting Dennis Seidenberg today, because they moved Morris this morning, who's got a cap hit of $3.3 million this year, which is way less than what Seidenberg has. So I think they were just trying to move Morris's cap, and I think they had a big fish lined up. They just couldn't seal the deal at the end.
yeah, it kind of looks like a little wishy-washy trade.
And they got screwed with Seidenberg. That's their best option.
No, what happened this year with the Bruins? Is it Phil Kessel? Is it just a lucky year they had last year where things just kind of came together, a tough team, a real physical team?
I think that had a lot to do with it, and the new coach Julian last year. I mean, I think he sparked a little fire under their ass last year. I don't think they're buying it this year. They're not buying into him this year.
Now, is he a guy that could still get fired this season, you think?
I don't know about this season, but he's definitely he's got to be right on the bubble right now. I mean, they're underachieving right now. They're 7th. They're
Bring
up to
back
7th seed.
Barry Melrose to the Bees.
Bring him back. Barry Melrose getting 2 plugs on Bullock and the Bunch the last 3 days.
Hey,
2 plugs.
It must be the mullet.
It's gotta be that hair.
I don't see how, the Bruins are just such a different team this year. Because I'm not a hockey guy.
Yeah.
But I understand Phil Kessel was a scoring option, and that's something they don't have right now.
They have no one.
But I mean, it's based everything else is the same.
I think I don't. There's no real reason other than it's got to be something inside that they're either not. There's no leadership on this team, which you would think there would be from guys like Zdeno Chara, he's the captain, the face of the franchise, pretty much. I mean, Lucic hasn't done anything.
What do you think about Tim Thomas? I mean,
Tim Thomas, a huge disappointment this year.
I mean, every time I turn on the game, I feel like it's a coin flip between if you got Rass between the pipes or you got Tim Thomas.
Right now, I think Rass is starting goalie.
No, that is the thing too, guy. Like Thomas, who last year had that year, out of absolute nowhere.
Goalies are like that. That's what that position. That's what you get.
And it seems like with his style of play too, he's more prone to be that type of goalie, and he fits that frame where he's one of the streakiest players on the ice.
Exactly.
Red Sox spring training. 2 weeks in.
Beating on the student athletes.
When we get back, some Red Sox stuff. Female knuckleballer. Like it.
Should be good.
Wakefield throwing in some ace.
Bullock in the bunch.